Sorry that this angle keeps changing. I literally have my phone sitting on pillows. I just like this background thing. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I go to the mall quite often. Not necessarily because I'm spending all this money, but just there's not really much to do where I live. So go to the mall, go to the beach, because I live in Florida, so beach is like right there. Um, but yeah, I work, go to school, and do this, so I don't really have time to have spare time, I guess. But otherwise, I'll just chill at home by myself, lay down, sleep a lot. Okay, back to fairy magic related questions. Is there a fairyland? No, that'd be awesome, but there's not. And I think I've answered this before, but it was asked quite a few times, so I just threw it in there. Someone wants to know if I can make a spell with just specifically household items. I try to make spells with as many household items as I can, but like with fairy dust and stuff, it's not specifically household items. I can't like adjust that. If you can't have fairy dust, Confessions of a Fairy did post a video talking about a substitution for fairy dust. So if you want to maybe try that, it's not as effective as fairy dust, but it does the job usually. Um, do someone asked if I'm friends with Fairy Sparkle Sisters, and I don't know who they are. Someone accused me of stealing their spell, which I had never heard of prior to posting mine, and they are quite similar, but like we said in our rant video, if you guys saw that, spells are literally like a set thing. Like if it works, it works. Now it's the Roman spell method, and I literally just took the Roman spell method and added things to it to make it my own, as I've said in the past. So they were just using the Roman method like many people do. I'm sure if you go down and look, there's plenty of videos using that method that were posted way before mine was, because theirs was posted quite a while ago compared to when I posted mine. But doesn't mean I stole it from them, doesn't mean they stole it from anybody else. It's literally a process. It's in books. I mean, I didn't make it up all by myself. I was inspired by the Roman method, so I took it and I used it as my own. I just wanted to clear that up because I've seen multiple comments saying that, oh, you copied them and blah blah blah. We don't copy anybody, like we've said in the past. We don't watch other videos unless asked to. How does fairy dust make the spell work better? And this question was concerning my how to make the spell process go a lot faster, my do's and don'ts. And I said if you carry around fairy dust with you, it'll make the spell go by faster. And they were asking, like, do you put it on your body? Do you just carry it around? I would say maybe take a pinch and, like, I don't know, put it in your pocket, in your hair, just somewhere where it'll stay, I guess. Or just carry it around a little container. That's what I did. Or on a necklace, you might be able to put it in a container on a necklace. However you want to do it. I've seen it on necklaces a few times. Do fairies have wands? Not typically, but it's possible if you want a wand. I mean, it's not necessary. Everything you can do with a wand, you can do with your hands. But, I mean, if you want it, you want it. Can you make a video about fairy illnesses? I think that's in my video ideas. Yeah, so yes, I am going to. I don't know when. Like I said, these things aren't going to be like, oh, tomorrow I'm posting this and this and this and this. Just letting you guys know, I will be posting a lot more because just things happen where I have more time now, so I'll be able to post more. Things that you shouldn't do when transforming. I actually have an entire video on do's and don'ts, things you should do, things you shouldn't do. If you want to go to my channel and find that, it's a pretty good informational video, so I recommend watching that. When is the universal reversal spell coming out? It will be coming out, I promise you guys that. Hopefully sometime this month. So, yeah, I'm hoping to post it sometime this month. Just because it's useful for you guys, especially because a lot of you want Confessions of a Fairy to post her reversal spell, and it hasn't come out yet, so it'd be useful if she hasn't posted that yet to use her universal reversal spell. Someone asked what the weirdest comment I've ever received was, and I get some pretty weird ones. Probably the funniest thing ever, some boy commented and he was like, "Hey, what's your kick? You're hot. I'm 12." And I was just like, okay, I'm like 17, so that's kind of illegal almost. I just thought it was pretty funny because I'm posting like fairy videos and he's just like, "Oh, you're hot." But yeah, that was probably the weirdest comment I've ever received. I've gotten a lot of weird ones, trust me. If you go on my original video especially, there's so many weird ones. Someone asked if I get haters, and of course, that comes with posting videos on the internet. No matter what video you post, you're gonna get hate if you get a large span of viewers. So yes, I do receive quite a bit of hate, but I don't let it bother me because most of it's just like, oh, this is fake. So like, what? Okay, if that's what you think, then that's what you think, but a lot of people don't think that. So I mean, I get way more support than I do hate. So it's just every now and then there'll be hate mixed in the comments, but then you guys just go and say, "You're so rude. This is real." It's great. I love it. People wanted to know, is there a way you can, a loophole to not using technology and whatever? If you do Confessions of a Fairy's Latin spell, actually, there is an option to be like a technology fairy, and you can use technology under that. Sorry, guys. Confessions of a Fairy called me. We were talking about, we just posted a video today, and we had to post it at the same time, so we were just businessing, Alright, I don't know where I left off, but, I know which question I left off on. I don't know what I was saying before, but I'm moving on. Do fairies age? Yes, it's just like normal human beings, except, you're a fairy. How can non-believers see your wings? Well, there is a fairy seeing ointment, and if you do not believe in fairies, if you use that ointment, you will be able to see them for what they truly are and not just what non-believers would see. Is there a shape-shifting spell, or can you create one? That would be a very difficult spell because not only are you altering flexibility, but you're also altering how the brain works. So it's like really difficult to do. I know the science behind it. That's a very difficult spell. So I most likely will never post that on my channel. If you want to try and find one somewhere else, that would be pretty cool, but I can't do it. This question has to do about invisible wings, and they asked, do they get in the way? Other questions about it, like how do you hide them? With the invisible wings, it's not that you have wings that you can't see, it's that you do not have wings. It's just invisible wings because fairies are known to have wings. You can still fly, you just don't have wings. People asked, what is the best way to research fairies? And I would say find good books that have good sources. Usually inside of a book, there is something called a bibliography if it's based on research. And what you can do is go in like the back or the front of the book and check the sources. And if there's a lot of like legit sources that you see, then it's probably a well-published book with at least half of the information being true. A lot of published books put a lot of like fancy stuff in there to get people to buy it, but some of it is semi-true. So it's good to just, find things, pick and choose things, use common sense when doing that. It's a pretty complicated process to research this stuff, so you have to be really interested in it and really devoted to it to find a lot of good information. Someone asked if I'm going to do, if I'm religious, and the answer to that is not really. I never really have been. It's just my family's not, so it's just, whatever. I've gone to church. I've read the Bible. The only churches I've been to is like Christian, and I think I did go to a Catholic church at one point. Read the Christian Bible. That's pretty much it. I just don't really have interest in religion. But I think you are who you are, and you believe what you believe, and that's great. Last question is, am I going to do a mermaid Q&A? And the answer is yes. So I will be posting a video here sometime this month asking you to ask me your mermaid questions. There were a lot this time. I saw so many. But I didn't want to put them all in here because there was so many. So I will do a specific mermaid Q&A, and so look out for that video. And get all your questions ready because I know you guys have a bunch of them. So, and I was talking so fast towards the end because I know you guys think that these Q&A videos are really long and I always have to put them into like 2 or 3 parts. So, and we just posted a 3-part series, so I don't want to post too many, but this will probably end up being 2 videos anyway. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!